stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live it. Showtime, Mythique.
Somebody to hold me. Something woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. God damn, it really must be.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Texans and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were winning. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Fielded at the 33. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Russell Wilson. Of course, he won a Super Bowl on this very field back in 2014.
And it had to be especially sweet because no matter how much he plays it off with people like you and me, hearing all the time that a quarterback of his stature, less than 6 foot tall, could not win a Super Bowl, and he played a big role in getting that done, has to be sweet to him.
Now we don't have to talk about small quarterbacks as much.
No, not nearly as much. They still have more to prove, but Russell Wilson's kind of the patron saint for them now.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. The Texans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal.
Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play,
so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On third down, here's Hall. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 96 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Wilson's throw complete there to Rice. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Straight ahead is Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Oh, nice move. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They go play action now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. And now out comes Houston. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Bates. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw completed to Mechie. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bates. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson looking left side, and he's got him in. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. They find some open field here. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's got this to Jefferson. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On the counter, it's Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I love the job they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Steps away to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, Any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
The kick by Lutz is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Rice. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And he is going to have a Texans for... Now it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Davis with it left side. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run with Pierce. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down 20-13. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Pass complete to Harris. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Now Wilson. A nice little juke. Another nice move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. There's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute. One away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point hits up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
50 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one winner. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group...
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet.